Hello, Kim. How are you doing today? I hope you're feeling well, and I hope that you are ready for your Sun, Moon, Rising reading. In this reading, we are going to have a look at 3 of the main characteristics of your charts: your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. So first off, I'm going to draw one card for your Aquarius sun sign. This is the sign that most people identify with. This is what most people are aware of because it's the information of your sun sign is readily available. But the moon and the rising sign can modify the characteristics of the sun sign a great deal. So we're looking at your Aquarius sun, and the tarot is going to reveal some up-to-date relevant information that is related to this section, this aspect of your personality. Okay, so Aquarius sun. The moon sign and the rising sign are the same, which is good, I think, in many cases, because it creates a balance. It creates an authenticity. The moon sign represents the innermost feelings, the way you intimately connect with other people. Your moon sign is Taurus, and so is your rising sign. The rising sign represents the mask that you wear, the way you conduct yourself, the way you interact with the outside world. It's kind of the shield and the interface between you and the external world. So these 2 very different aspects have the same energy. So the way you are in private is very similar to how you behave in public. So there's a great sense of authenticity there. So let's look at your Taurus moon sign and your Taurus rising. Okay. So with Aquarius and Taurus being present in the base energy of your astrological chart, we can see one thing very clearly. Aquarius is kind of a rebel. Aquarius sees things very differently than the majority of people. Aquarius brings a uniqueness to your character that at the same time is in conflict with the more traditional parts of yourself and your personality. Taurus is a lot more of a conventional thinker. So let's see how that plays out in the moon sign and the rising sign. Okay. So I'm going to say just a few words about what these placements mean, and then we're going to get to the tarot cards and the messages of the tarot. So, as I was saying, the Aquarius sun sign, which the sun sign is the core of the personality. So it's a very important part of who you are. The Aquarius sun sign makes you very intellectual, someone who's somewhat detached from your emotions and able to see things from many different perspectives. And your focus is on improving society and situations that involve other people. So there's always a communal aspect to Aquarius, and a desire to bring progress and to accelerate the evolution of humankind in general, and to bring innovation to stale and broken situations. So Aquarius is always thinking a few steps ahead. Now, on the other hand, Taurus is more concerned with what's familiar. Taurus is respectful of hierarchies. And so even though at your heart or deep within your personality there resides a rebel, the way you conduct yourself, the way you operate in the world, you express a willingness to get along with the structure society has created, and that comes from your Taurus rising. And your Taurus moon is making you very loyal and very practical when it comes to your love life. And this is not just, in a romantic sense, but also when it comes to family and friends. So the love is expressed in more practical, more action-based ways, and expressing emotions on a different level, on a more direct level, could be a little bit difficult. So accessing your raw emotions is not the easiest thing, and that also comes from the Aquarian nature that we see in the sun sign. But it makes you fiercely loyal. You stand up for those that you love, and you stick to your decisions. You're even blamed or accused of being too stubborn. So you can take it to an extreme with that. Now let's look at the cards. We have the Nine of Cups for your Aquarian sun, and the Seven of Cups for your Taurus moon. Now, the challenge and what the cards are asking you to consider is to try and put yourself first in the upcoming weeks. You found something recently that is feeding, that is nurturing your otherwise somewhat subdued emotional body, your emotional nature. The Nine of Cups, cups being connected with the element of water, it's like water manifesting during a drought. It's what your soul really needs to operate in a healthy way. It's the promise of good times to come, and it is all connected with what brings you joy. So the Nine of Cups is often referred to as the happiness card, but I make a distinction between the 10 and the 9 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is the communal joy that you get from belonging, and the 9 of Cups, which we have here, is the sort of selfish joy that you get from self-actualization, from dancing to the beat of your own drum. So the activities and the new interests that you might have found or are about to find in the upcoming weeks, they reorient you towards the self, the unique and whimsical Aquarian core of the identity, and they are asking you to put that first, even though the Taurus moon sign is telling us that you've trained yourself to want to put other people's interests and needs first. It seems natural to you to want to be a provider, to want to take care of everybody, to stand up for everybody. But the Seven of Cups here is asking you to take a step back and allow things to play out. Even though there might be people around you who are asking for your help because they are used to getting your help and energy and emotional investment, there's nothing wrong with taking a step back and waiting for the situation to be resolved by itself. The Seven of Cups is a card of detachment, emotional detachment. So infusing a little bit of that Aquarian intellectual neutrality into your emotional world, and having the impartial position in certain questions where you would normally be pulled in to make a difference, taking a step back and saying to yourself and to the people involved, let's just wait. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to intervene. Let's allow this to play out. And I'm going to instead reorient my focus and realign my energies around this Nine of Cups activity that is bringing me so much joy. So this is an invitation to be a little more self-centered. Now, that could be a little too much to handle at first for someone who is used to loving others by being a rock, a solid rock for them to rely on. But what you can do is you can still use your rising sign, your mask, your conduit of communication and self-expression, your rising sign, your ascendant, your Taurus ascendant. You can use it as this shield, but not only shield. What's the right word here? Well, Temperance is a centrist energy. It brings healing and balance into your life and other people's lives. So the idea behind this non-action, this non-intervention, is to allow people to have the experience of regaining their own balance. So it is actually aligned with Taurus's values to do that. If you can frame it in the right way, you can tell yourself and you can tell others that you're taking a step back and you're not intervening because you're giving the gift of self-reliance to those people who might have been overly dependent on you. And this is also necessary for you to find your footing, for you to give a little more space to your Aquarian nature, because I feel like that's been suppressed for too long. So giving some space to that, allowing that to flourish, is the focal point of the next couple of weeks. So Kim, I hope that you enjoy this reading. Good luck to you. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I hope to see you in another reading.